everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kate, and today I have a Q&A for you guys. It's been a really long time since I have done one of these. I actually can't remember the last time I've done one. I think it might have been December, but it could be like even further back than that. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me a few questions for this Q&A. So yeah, I'm finally getting around to filming this. So yeah, if you guys haven't already followed me on Instagram, definitely do that so you can see everything that I'm doing daily, because I post a lot on there. And yeah, I also do Q&As and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you're following me so you don't miss out on anything. So yeah, anyway, today is a beautiful day in quarantine. I have all of the windows currently open and there's just a lot of light streaming into this room, so I wanted to film it in here. I was actually thinking of filming it like up on the rooftop, but it was a bit windy today, so I was thinking that might be bad for like the audio quality, so yeah. And then I also decided to curl my hair today. I don't know, I'm not wearing any makeup today. I do have a little bit of mascara on just to like have something on, and then I decided to curl my hair just because, I don't know, it just felt like doing it just because. So yeah, literally not leaving the house today, probably going for a walk, and that's about it. So don't know why I curled my hair, but anyway, yeah, let's just move on and start with the Q&A. So the first one is, how is quarantine? So quarantine's fine. I think it's about week 3 for Justin and I, since we kind of started a week early. It's not bad. It's just like every day is pretty much the same, which is not bad because like it gives us a routine. But yeah, every day it's just like do class, do a workout, go for a walk, and stay inside and watch like a ton of movies and Netflix, like especially at nighttime. But yeah, other than that, I feel like it's just getting a little bit of like too much of the same. So I think tomorrow, which is Saturday, we're gonna go for a little bit of a drive. Literally probably not get out the car because it's gonna be raining tomorrow, but I think it'll just be good for us to like get out of the house and just do something different. So I think we're gonna do that. Okay, so the next question was like, how are you getting through the day with quarantine? So for me, getting through the day, it's just pretty much making sure that I'm like outside and spending time outside. I feel like that makes me feel like quarantine is not that bad. I think it's also just about your perspective on things. Like, just think about, you know, yourself. Like, you're really just being asked to stay at home. It could be worse. Like, you could be a doctor or a nurse, and then as long as you just kind of like put into perspective, like, you're not sick, you know, so you've got that going for you. You know, you're not a doctor or a nurse, you're not working crazy hours. You get to, you know, work from home, and you get to wake up later, which is what I've been doing since I'm not commuting anymore, and stuff like that. Like, if you just think about the positives, like you're spending more time with like your family or your boyfriend or, you know, whoever you're with. So I think as long as you put things into perspective, it's not as bad as we think it is. So yeah, that's just what I've been doing. And then obviously walking and exercising. I think that's really important to, like, you know, for your mental health as well as like your physical health. Okay, so the next one is, where do you want to travel after this whole pandemic? So obviously, I'm hoping this kind of thing clears up pretty quick. I obviously have no idea. I don't think anyone really has any idea of when this whole thing is going to be over with. I would really love if everything worked out and we could still go and do our Greece trip. So that's in May. So that would be the next place I want to travel to, just because we already booked it, and I'm really hoping that we can still go on that trip. So we leave like mid to late May, so I don't know if we're going to be able to, but obviously best case scenario, we can still go, and that would be amazing. So yeah. And then the next question is pretty much the same or similar question. It just said, are you still going to Greece? And I just don't know at this point. I haven't canceled the trip yet, even though my parents said I should have canceled it, but I haven't canceled it as of yet because I'm just kind of waiting to see where we are. I think I'll have a better idea once we get to like mid or late April, and then I'll be able to make that call whether to cancel or not. And I'm sure we'll get our money back because we're booking through like Airbnb, and I'm sure for flights we'll probably just get a credit, which means that we could go at a later date, like maybe later in the summer or something. But I obviously still really want to go, and Greece is a place that I've just always wanted to travel to, and I always told myself like after college I'm going to go, and yeah, I just would love to still go. So hopefully we'll see. I'm crossing my fingers. So another one was, when did you start YouTube? So I started YouTube, I think it was 2018, so I was living in America, and I think it was like February, it might have been early March, but I think probably like February 2018. And yeah, back then I wasn't posting a ton. I obviously was super new to YouTube, and all I was doing really was posting like makeup tutorials and just like beauty videos, which is very different to the content I post now. I still occasionally post like a makeup tutorial or something to do with beauty, but my channel is definitely more like lifestyle and vlogs, as you guys can tell. So yeah, I've definitely changed a lot since then, but I think just as a person I changed a lot, and I barely wear makeup. As you guys can tell, most of my videos I'm barely wearing any makeup, so I feel like I've just kind of changed the person, and I don't really wear like, you know, going out makeup as much as I used to, so I'm more just like chill lifestyle, like clean skin and that kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, so another one is, what is your favorite candy? So this is definitely very easy for me to answer. My favorite candy is sour straps. So I think that's what you guys call them here. You might call them something different, but I'll insert like a little photo. That is my favorite candy. I could eat like so many of them. They're so good. I love like sour candy, so that's my favorite. Okay, so there's definitely a ton of like questions about Justin, so I know they're kind of mixed into this. I should have put them all into like one section, but the first one was how did you and Justin meet? So Justin definitely made the first move. So he DM'd me on Instagram, just kind of saying like, hey, what's up, like, you know, like I see you do YouTube or something like that. And like at the time, like he was filming as well. He was filming like kind of lifestyle and like travel kind of videos. So yeah, he does have a YouTube channel. So yeah, but he just doesn't really post anymore. So that's kind of like how we met. And then from then, we kind of like set up our first date, and we went and got mojitos at a tequila bar. And yeah, then from then things kind of like jumped really quickly, and now we live together. So that's kind of how we met. Okay, so the next question is, how are classes and like how are they now that they're online? So for me, I'm kind of lucky. I've already finished one of my classes. So I typically take 5 classes in a semester. That's like the general course load. And so I had a 7-week online class for advertising. So I already finished that before spring break, which is really good. So I only have 4 classes now, and only 3 of them are online, and the other one, it's still online, but we don't actually have any meetings for it since he already has it like completely online in the summer. So he's just kind of like given us material, and he's just like, yep, just read this, make sure you do the assignments and submit them on time, and then like that's the course. So yeah, that's my internet marketing course, and that's probably my favorite course right now. I find it like really interesting because it's all about like social media and just like search engine optimization and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're a marketing major, let me know because I'm very into that. And then what else am I taking? I'm taking marketing research. That's definitely a tough course to take online since a lot of it's supposed to be like, you know, making focus groups and that sort of thing and doing like actual like research in the field, but now we're online, so that's different. And then I'm also taking integrated marketing communications. I also really like that class. And then product pricing and strategy, and that's definitely my hardest course. Like I don't like that course, and no one in my class does. So yeah, other than that, like online classes are fine. I feel like it's very like relaxed and chill. Like we still have assignments due, but it just feels like we almost don't even have class anymore. It feels like I'm almost on holiday, and then I just like occasionally, you know, do assignments and do work for it. Like I'm still doing homework and stuff, but it's just like a different vibe to it. It just, I don't know, it feels really strange because I've never really taken online classes before this semester. So yeah, and other than that, I feel like I almost forget that I have class. I'm like, oh, it's 2:30. Oh, I have a class in an hour. It's like, I don't know, time is just weird right now. So the next question is, what is your favorite thing about Justin? So I get this question a lot because Justin and I actually go to like an invest group, which is something that our church runs for married couples, and we're like one of the only people who aren't married who like attend this. And yeah, so we often get asked that in this course that we do. So yeah, my favorite thing about him is definitely just how like loving and like caring he is. He's got like a very big heart, and he like always like puts me first, and like he's just really good about that stuff. So I don't know, I love how like caring and open he is and stuff like that. He's just like, you know, very selfless. That's like the word I would use. So that's definitely my favorite thing about him. So the next question is, if you had to eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I know my friend asked this question. So if I had to eat one type of food, I typically am a girl who like loves to have a good hamburger. Like I love a good burger, and I love sushi. So I feel like I have to kind of like pick one of those, but I honestly think right now my sushi obsession is bigger. So if I had to pick one food to eat for the rest of my life, I feel like I'd get really sick of it, but I would pick sushi. I have sushi when I used to go to school. I used to have sushi like at least 2 or 3 times a week when I would go for classes. And the semester before, I almost had sushi every day, which I'm convinced probably wasn't very good for me to eat like that much fish. I feel like I could have got like mercury poisoning or something. I don't know. I feel like it's not that good to eat like raw fish all the time. So yeah. Okay, so another question was best date night with Justin. So Justin and I have had a lot of good dates. I don't know, I love just like spending time with him, even if it's just like watching a movie or something like that, like a little like in-home date night kind of thing. But what comes to mind when I try and think of our best date night is one that I actually planned for us. So during the summer, Justin and I decided to do, you know, we both had 2 date nights that week. One chose, so like we had to choose what to do that night and not tell the other person anything about it. So it was like a surprise date night. So Justin did one for me, and then I did one for him. And what I did for him was I went and got us Chick-fil-A, because we love Chick-fil-A. And then I took him, yeah, we got Chick-fil-A. I had like a bunch of snacks with me. So like, I think some like chips and dip, maybe some wine, and I think maybe like a little dessert or something. I can't remember exactly. And then I packed the car full of blankets and cushions and stuff to make it comfy, and I took him to a drive-in movie, which is kind of like far from our house, but yeah, it was really good. So we just kind of like ate food, had a date night, and like, I don't know, it was perfect, you know, having a little like drive-in movie. And that's probably one of my favorite dates, because it was just like so nice, and he had never done it before, so I think that's what made it even better, was that he'd never been to a drive-in movie. So that was probably my best date night. Okay, so the next question is, what are your plans after college? So as of right now, I'm a senior, but I'm not graduating this May. Like, I'm graduating the next semester, so in the fall. So I'm kind of like a weird senior, because I'm graduating a semester early, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, I'm a marketing major. Yeah, so I have an internship in the summer. I'm going to be working at a digital marketing agency. So yeah, so after that, I'm hoping, this is the plan so far, is that Justin and I will move to Florida. We're kind of hoping that he can transfer down there for work, and then I want to try and get a job at like a digital marketing agency or something like that, just something within marketing. And I obviously still want to do YouTube, but I also want to get like a real full-time job and definitely use my degree, since I feel like I've spent so much time and money, and like now I'm finally going to be graduating. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. So that'll be a new chapter of our lives, like moving somewhere really far, but I think it'll be really good for us. I don't know if it'll be permanent, but I think it'll be really nice to just be in a warm climate instead of having to be in like cold Connecticut and deal with like the winters and things. So that is our plan for after graduation. So, and then we are planning on going to Australia after I graduate, but I don't know if that'll happen. I don't really know. I don't know, I feel like things for the rest of this year are very uncertain, so I'm not trying to get my hopes up like too much for everything, but we are planning on doing like hopefully a month of holiday in Australia over like December, January, and then I plan to move down to Florida and start a job after that. So let's keep my fingers crossed and see if I can get a job after everything, after like this whole economic craziness. And the final question that I'm going to be answering is, how do you edit your Instagram photos? So I have an actual video on this. I get this question a lot, so I usually just refer people to the video. I think I have 2 videos that address this, but I will link it down below on how I edit my Instagram photos. I don't do that much to my photos. I pretty much just like edit them in Lightroom, kind of change the brightness, contrast, that kind of thing. Sometimes edit the colors a little, like I usually change the greens in my photos and then play around with like the oranges or the blues. And then after that I usually go to VSCO, and I usually use the preset, well, not the preset, the filter A4. That's my favorite one because it makes everything look super white, and I don't know, it also makes you look, it doesn't make you look tan, but it makes the photos more brown, but it doesn't make you look super tan. So usually I edit that in Lightroom, and that's how I edit my Instagram photos. So I'll have that video linked below. I know you can do cards on YouTube videos, so I'll see if I can like add a card. I don't know if I can, but I'll see if I can add that too, but otherwise it'll be in the link in the description. So yeah, that is all the questions I'm going to be doing. I didn't want to do too many and make this too long of a video for you guys, but yeah, if you guys have any other recommendations, anything that you want to see in terms of videos, just let me know, since I'm spending a lot of time at home, so I am trying to get more content out for you because I definitely have a lot more time now. So if there's anything you really want to see, just leave it in the comments below, and then other than that, I will see you guys all on Tuesday's video. Bye guys!